Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. The San Francisco 49ers taking on the Atlanta Falcons.
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Atlanta Falcons and the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Check 15. Check 15.
Off the play fake. Rich. Got his man. It's Dulcich. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 93 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The Falcons send out their punter. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This is taken around the 12. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Back to throw. Townsend. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
This defense certainly has a lot to be proud of coming off of last week's game, because when you only give up 14 points in a contest, you give your team a great chance to win. The best defense in the league is usually going to average giving up 18, 19 points a game. So to be under that, a terrific achievement.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Looking to throw. Townsend. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, for the offense, it looked like that drive had the makings of something good. They were starting to hit a groove, but the defense clearly had other ideas, not only to force the turnover, but to handle the scoring themselves.
Yeah, no panic in their eyes, was their partner? Think about it this way. A Hall of Fame coach once told me the best characteristic he liked out of his teams was that they didn't flinch. This group, they got pushed back in an early series, kept their composure, and made a big play that swung the momentum their way.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, Townsend, the completion to Riddick. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Townsend looking deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Townsend, he finds his man, complete. It's Black. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Townsend. Over the middle, complete. It's Pope. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Now a handoff up the middle. Buckner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Townsend, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the...
Force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. And he rifles one incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field. A nickel set for 3rd down. Back to throw. Rich. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it. And occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A throw over the middle taken in. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On 2nd down, here's the option.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Rich. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Stanley.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Rich.
Got a man. It's London.
And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckner. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun. Townsend. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
On first down, Townsend. And they're going to get this up to midfield. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
On 3rd down, Townsend. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. Stanley. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. On 1st and 10, Rich. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And that'll go for a gain of 18 on the keeper. 1st down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
10-0 the score after one on EA Sports. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Back to throw. Rich. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. On second down, it's Stanley. He'll get it inside the 20. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Second down and 3, ball on the 7. Looking to throw. Rich escaping the pressure. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. Rich. Flush to his right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
So out now comes the field goal unit for the Falcons. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. Off play action. Townsend. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll try the left side. Buckner. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. On 3rd and 2. Townsend. He finds his man. Complete. It's Black. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On second down now, Buckner. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
He finds his man, complete. It's Pope. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Townsend. He finds his man, complete. It's Pope.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
They'll run with Gaddis. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Townsend. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Niners have got it back to within a score.
And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll make it 13-7. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 2nd down, it's Stanley. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, Stanley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He got back on track after 2 early interceptions with a touchdown pass on the last drive. And now they'll start here again, 1st down.
Throwing to start the drive. Townsend looking middle, and it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Up the middle they go. Buckner, a short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be Falcon football.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Rich. And this is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He finds his man, complete. It's Stanley.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on 3rd down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Come on. Hey, Japanese Timberwolf.
Throwing on 1st down. Rich. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Stanley. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rich.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff up the middle. Stanley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up. found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Rich. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Operating from the gun. Rich. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on, how about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw on 3rd down. Rich. Looking for London on the out route, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now a give right side. It's Stanley. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 16th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing to start the drive. Townsend. He finds Riddick, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Townsend. He finds his man, complete. That's Pope. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
first down. Townsend. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Thomas just going to hold on to this one. It's a touchback. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half.
And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Rich.
That's taken in by Dulcich.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Rich. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
The Niners ready to go on offense for the final time of this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out in Texas, NRG Stadium in Houston, where it was the Texans who picked up the victory at home. The Texans find a way to stay alive in the playoff race, but at 5-7 now, they can't afford any more slip-ups to even have a chance. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they were losers in that game as they fall to the visiting Detroit Lions. 24-10 was your final. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Townsend. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10. Townsend. Going to throw right side here. Complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game, he said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. "51 yards on the punt there. And out will come the offense as they take over. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Back to throw. Rich. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stanley. So the completion good for just 3. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They'll run on first down. Stanley knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Stanley. And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Throwing on first down. Rich, he finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. 2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Looking to throw. Rich. Over the middle, it's complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 19. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And the Falcons are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice gain to play before, and I always admire play callers that see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great effort there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
They'll try and throw for it. It's complete, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Townsend. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Townsend. He finds his man. Complete. That's Pope. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back to throw. Townsend. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
Yeah, and on third down, you know those pass rushers, they're in the starter's block. They're just waiting for the pistol to fire. You can almost hear the defensive coaches on the sideline pre-snap. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Really good job there of identifying it and making the play to force fourth down.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try the left side. It's Stanley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rich. And caught by London. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Operating from the gun. Rich. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Stanley. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Rich. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down. Rich. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to him. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
So a little more space to work with here from the 13 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun.
Townsend got his man complete over the middle. That's Black. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. On first down, Townsend, he finds his man complete. It's Pope. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to